Just another good come from behind win. The first 6 innings, it was pretty stale, I'll be honest with you. And then we finally got a little momentum, 3 hits in a row in the 7th, and then Gillespie getting that big double to tie it up, and then all the momentum shifted. And that's what baseball's about. And, early on we couldn't find much, and you got to fight to get some, and we did, and we're able to capitalize. So very proud of that come from behind victory tonight.
I feel like this game is kind of sandwiched in between two big series, kind of a sleepy 6 p.m. first pitch trap game.
I don't buy into that. The message I have to them, you try to push, and with it and be ready. Most important games in one you're playing, but human nature sometimes. I can't speak for all these guys, but I know they come out every time wanting to win and going to do everything they can, but sometimes you got to find that extra energy and stuff, and I thought we got that finally, at the end of the last 3 innings of the game.
Colby said that he felt like today, and as well as part of the season, the issue has never been talent. It's guys maintaining that a certain mentality to win, and he felt like tonight could have been the turning corner for that. Does that kind of how you seeing things unfold?
I hope so. I'm a huge believer, in the mind and in your mentality, and you got to create it. You got to will it out of you. It's not just naturally you walk out here and there are intense focus and stuff. You got to make that happen and stuff, and you just got to demand a little bit more from yourself. And something we talk about all the time. Don't just assume it will happen. You got to make it happen and stuff. And that's not just with baseball, but that's anything you do in life to be successful, man. You just got to get yourself to a highly competitive state, and that's something we talk about all the time. And just proud of the guys, getting to that later in this game.
What did you just see from Colby in those last 2 innings there that impressed you?
Just saw a guy that knew we needed him, and he knew that he was the guy, and there wasn't going to be anybody else. And he kind of put the team on his back and said, "I'm going to go do it." And that's his mentality. That is his mentality. That's his identity and stuff. And and that's what you want, man. That's the kind of guys you want. That bull on the mound that's going to say, if you beat me, you got to hit it and stuff. But he was lights out, 5 strikeouts, through 6 outs, and we're very well earned and very well needed.
Do you worry about him logging so many innings at this point, especially with the injuries to the staff?
Well, sure. You wish you could keep them all as fresh as can be, but that's not reality right now for us. We got to have to piece things together in these midweeks. We only have one more midweek, or whether it's on Sunday or whatever we got to do. And sure, you're going to try to protect your guys and not overdo them, and I trust him. And he threw on Saturday. We knew he'd be good on Tuesday, and he threw 24 pitches. So I don't think we overexerted him and stuff, but I'm trying to be very cautious on that, and as well as trying to go win and stuff. So there's a fine balance there.
You started to peak at RPI and all that, or?
I don't look at it. Don't look at it. Doesn't matter. We just need to go win, and so it matters. I know it matters, but it's nothing we talk about and stuff. Our job is to go out there and try to win the ball game we're playing at that time.
Got a huge series this weekend against Coastal. Just what do you know from that ball club, and what are you telling the guys this weekend?
They're very offensive. We know that from last year, and they got a lot of returners, and you look at stats and all that stuff, and it's another good opponent, and we're going to have to play good baseball to beat them, just like, anybody we play. I don't think we're good enough just to show up, and it's going to happen. We got to go and play well. So a lot of respect for them. Look forward to the matchup. I hope it's going to be a great weekend, and a lot of our fans are going to show out. I know they will, and our job is to go put a good product on the field and put on a show.
Thanks, Josh.
So you weren't nervous, right?
I wasn't nervous when I went out there, but I was a little nervous when I sit down here in the bullpen, waiting to see what was going to happen. I was.
What's that say about this team? You guys, really didn't have much momentum until that 7th inning, 2-out rally. You get it going. What's that say about the team to kind of stay there?
Kept fighting, man. That's the big thing we're really learning with all these new guys is you're never out of the fight until it's over. You're never out of it. We preach it all the time. Keep fighting, and good things will happen.
It's like maybe the rally cry of the season, so to speak.
Yeah.
You guys get knocked down, somehow bounce back the next game.
Yeah. I think that's what's hurting us right now. It's really a mentality thing. It's never been a talent thing with us. I was telling people in the fall, like, hey, man, we're going to be probably better than what we were last year. Talent was never been an issue. It's probably just the mental side of everything and putting it all together. And I think that was a big step right there to show, like, hey, man, we can do it. We did it at Lafayette. We can do it. It's just we just got to get our minds right for it.
Talk about like for you. You're a guy that kind of sat back and didn't see much playing time, and now you suddenly have become a major contributor. How do you kind of be I guess maybe a leader for these guys with that perspective, and then at the same time, what's it been like logging all these innings at this point?
Last year's freshman year, you try to learn from all the older guys. Justin Storm was a big guy. Tanner Hall, they did the same thing we did. I know Storm didn't throw until last year. You know, he was a great teammate his freshman and sophomore year, and then he got his opportunity junior year, and he took it by the reins, and he rode that horse, and that's what I'm doing now. I mean, you got to stay positive and be a great teammate, and good things will happen to you.
You talked about the mentality of the team. You feel like this kind of was a trap game in the sandwich between two just ginormous series, and you come here in kind of a sleepy 6 p.m. kick.
Yeah, you could say that. Yeah, you could say we just kind of got our teeth kicked in at UL, and then we're kind of looking forward to Coastal. Yeah. But, yeah, you could say that. We were dull. First 6 innings, you're like, what the crap is going on, you know? But we picked it up. That's what won us that ball game. Is we picked up the energy, we picked up the intent, and we rolled with it.
What was the message after that UL series?
Oh, just keep punching. Keep punching, you know. Friday and Saturday was a dog fight, and then Sunday just kind of things didn't go our way. Didn't pitch it the best. And, man, it's just, like I keep saying over and over, but we keep fighting. You're never out of it.
5 Ks and 2 innings, and what was just working for you there?
Everything, really. Sinker probably felt the best it's felt in a really long time. Slider was just usual, but my fastball is really playing well for me today.
Was today kind of like a bullpen day for the weekend, or?
Not really. It's usually the midweeks. If it's kind of close, I know I might throw, but you could, yeah. If we get up, I'm kind of moving towards the true closer role, I guess you could say. So if it's close and we're up, I'm probably going to go in.
You haven't pitched, multiple times in a week very often this season, but just given some of the injuries and stuff, I wonder if that's going to be a possibility for you down the stretch and what your comfort level is.
There's a good chance, but I feel pretty comfortable with it. I did it early on the season, and I kind of have moved just to the weekend, taking a big break from it. But I take a lot into arm care and eating and sleep and all that to be ready to go whenever.
Coaches talked about challenging the pitchers in particular. You lost some guys to injury. How do you feel like as a staff you guys are kind of responding to that challenge?
We're getting there. We're going to be pretty good. Some of the guys are really stepping up. Colby Allen was a prime example of it. He kind of struggled early in the year, and now he's taking huge strides, and you never know. And we got a lot of guys that's got a lot of potential on our pitching staff, and once they get some rhythm and get some confidence, they're not going to be stopped.
Do you guys start, or do you, I don't know if the rest of the team, but do you guys start to look at the RPI standings? I mean, I know you guys are trying to stay in the at-large picture. Have you guys started to talk about that, or do you talk about it?
Usually we don't ever speak to anything like that, but we're kind of looking the Storm right now, and we mentioned it today in players meeting. We said, man, if we don't start winning, we're going to be sitting on the couch in June, and that's not Southern Miss. That's not Southern Miss at all, and we're looking at right into it. We got to pick it up, or we're going to be sitting on the couch.
What's it like heading into this weekend? I know preseason, everybody probably thought this might be for the Sun Belt, and it's two good teams that are kind of struggling.
Oh, we're excited. We're fired up. Last weekend we were really excited. This weekend we're really excited to get back on that horse. We are ready to roll. We're ready to roll. Thank you, guys.
Walk us through the at-bat for the go-ahead run.
Well, I knew that dude was going to throw fastballs. That was our approach, and I was trying not to let it blow it by me, and I just thank the Lord for letting me get a good swing on it.
What do you feel like was missing for you guys through that first 6 innings? Is it just momentum, or?
Well, I think the whole day we kind of started off flat from BP to pregame and in and out, and I think we were just a little dead, and then we just in between timing all night, and dude, it wasn't like an overpowering lefty, and we just were guessing on pitches and just weren't having good approaches at the plate. But I think after a few meetings in the dugout, we kind of had to lock it in and knew this was a crucial game for our season.
Is it just part of trying to put Sunday away still? Is it still kind of fresh, or?
I mean, it definitely hurt, but I think we tried to move past that, and I think we're a little nervous tonight because we know we got to do good from now on out, and I just think we had a little bit of nerves take over in the beginning of the game.
Do you start to look at some of the RPI stuff and, looking at the tournament field and all that?
No, actually, when we were at Tulane, I had people like talking to me about it, like some of my teammates, and I thought it was runs per inning, and they were like, no, it's not what that means. And I was like, okay, well, I don't know. So they were trying to talk to me about it, but I was like, there's no point of explaining because I didn't understand how it worked, and it was just too much for my brain to handle. I was like, just quit.
So the simple answer is when you get in, kind of thing. Is that how you kind of look at it?
Like about the team getting put in, like
Yeah, getting put into to get an at-large into the NCAA tournament or win the conference tournament. Or okay, never mind. All right.
I don't know.
All right.
Okay.
Good.